Hello folks, welcome to a new game, Project Highrise. I've been looking forward to this for a while. Of course, I am Falcon, your host, and this is essentially the new version of the old Simtower game. There was a few other games that are kind of similar, but Simtower was probably the most well-known one, part of like the whole SimCity type series and everything. Way back in the day when Maxis was doing a whole bunch of different sim games. They had Simtower, they had Sim Ant, SimCity, of course. Let's see, there was Simcopter. Oh, I don't know. They had like a bazillion different sim games, and Simtower was one of them. This is essentially the new, brand new game version, a modern version of that. Now, this game has only been released just recently. I believe it came out the 9th or 8th? Something like that? Sounds about right. Somewhere around there. And, well, I guess it was almost a month ago, almost. Not quite, but that they initially released it to a bunch of YouTubers, unfortunately bigger YouTubers than myself, to do, I guess it was like a pre-release version of the game, to try to build some hype for it. That was essentially their marketing campaign, and I think it did not too bad of a job. And I watched one particular person's videos on it, Avac, primarily. You can check him out. Just look up Avac. It's Aavak. He's a pretty cool YouTuber. He does a bunch of different games and stuff, and this happens to be one of them. And I haven't watched any of his more recent episodes because I wanted to try to hold off on watching some of his like scenario playthroughs and stuff. But I watched him play the basic game, so I know how to play it, so I don't need the tutorials. But we will jump into our own tower eventually. But I'm going to actually start with these scenarios, at least for now, because I want to learn how to play the game via those scenarios. Hands-on actual experience in how to play it anyway, rather than just jump into building our own tower. So we're going to do that to start with. So let's go ahead and just get started. We will start with the very top one, neighborhood revitalization. This area of town has seen better days, and if those in power have their way, it will see those better days again soon. The building was once a jewel in the city's architectural pantheon. Its lobby retains a vestige of those bygone glories, with a stunning lobby mural protected by the city's landmark commission. Your task is to revive this building to its former splendor. The commission will arrange for subsidies for floor and infrastructure construction. This is an easy difficulty, which is fine because it's our first time playing the game. Alright, so we're going to pause the game. Space will pause the game. You can change that in the options, but we're gonna stick it with space because space is a good button for it. Okay, so this is our goals. Restore this building to a solid financial health with daily revenues of 2,500 or more. Now this is revenue. This is not, I believe, actual. Well, maybe it is. I don't believe this is actual, like, every day you make that much. Like, actually make that much. But it might be. I'm not sure. I don't know what precisely they mean by that. I don't know if they mean you bring in 2,500, but that's not counting expenses. Or you actually make 2,500 after expenses. I don't know what precisely they mean there. I guess we'll find out. Building population of 250. Easy. And your own contribution to the building is already significant artistic trust with a new fountain, either inside or outside. So we have to build a fountain, and we have to make 30 prestige. Okay. It's not very difficult. Alright, so mouse wheel zooms in and out. AWASD will scroll you around the screen. Well, number one, we have the place is fucking filthy. That's the very first problem right now that we're going to have to contend with. The place is freaking filthy. So that is the first thing we will definitely have to deal with. So we have a copy center, office supplies, storeroom. construction office. We're building something up here, so that is what that is going on. Maintenance, this is going to be our very first problem. We really need to renovate, because holy crap, this place is nasty looking. We will definitely need more telephone, because we barely have enough space for that right now. We're not too bad off on electricity, although we definitely will need more of that. Alright, so let me explain the mechanics here. First and foremost, there is... Let me actually turn... Oh, no. Game options. Let me turn the effects down just a little bit more, because I feel like it's still too freaking loud. Slightly better. Okay, so we have... you have to build closets, so they're called, to run the various utilities between the floors. That's what these are. This one here is electricity, phone, and cable television. There is another one. If I can... It's going to take me a while to figure out what all exactly the buttons are, because again, I watched somebody play this, which is a mite different from playing it yourself. There we go. And then the other type of closet is water and gas combined. So ideally we want all... Ooh, what did I just click? Oh, click the thing. Okay. Ideally we want closets of both types on every floor. We don't really need that just yet, but we will need it in the long term. This lets us continue to build floors. That is to take loans. I need to figure out how to take contracts. Here we go. Alright, so we mind the public. Generate more daily visitors and generate some buzz so people will start renewing their once fond associations. So what do we have to do? Don't just make some buzz, I guess. I don't really know. It doesn't really tell me what I'm supposed to do. I guess it's buzz. Basic offices. Diverse group of 16 small offices. That should not be overly difficult. We already have a fair number of those, so that should be easy to get. And then they want 10 studio apartments. Alright, now this is the total that it will award. You'll see it pays some up front and then pays a much larger amount upon completion. They also grant a variety of things. We will go ahead and take all of these. Well, apparently we can only have 2 at a time. That's fine. That's fine. We might be able to just immediately complete that, actually. So the basic office one is actually almost complete. We need a couple of insurance agents. 2 insurance agents, to be specific. And in fact... Alright, so we clearly are going to need some more floors. Ooh. I feel like the mouse sensitivity is too high. Is there a way to change that? Keyboard, sound, game. Okay, there does not appear to be a way to change that. I also feel like it has like a little bit of mouse... No mouse acceleration, it's just the sensitivity. Sensitivity feels really strange. It's not necessarily that it feels too high, it feels strange. Not a huge fan. That's okay. It's fine. So we're going to expand all of our floors out some, because I feel like we are well short of the size that we should probably be at here. So this floor that I'm building on here, at least going up a little ways, is going to be... I will start doing the studio apartments up there. Now you also need elevator shafts, because they built 2 of them. I suppose I'll just continue with their 2, even though I'm actually not a huge fan of having 2 elevators spaced so closely together. Actually not... I don't like it, but whatever. We'll just have to deal with it. Alright, so we have maintenance offices fine for the moment, although we will probably need more. We will need a trash collection room, because if we intend to build studio apartments, they will require trash collection. So every different business and stuff requires certain things. So if we come in here and we look at... Oh, this one may not tell us because it's already an existing thing. Well, you see what they like. Their rent is too high, so we need to probably drop their rent a little bit. Which is fine. We can do that. Just drop it just a hair. It's fine. That will, as we start trying to like increase the size of places and everything, that should start to be less of a concern. I feel like the sound is still too damn high. I feel like you should be able to hear this when I click on them, but it shouldn't be as ridiculously loud as it is. Now, of course, I will be changing it in editing, so it's not necessarily as bad. Like, it won't necessarily be as bad at the end of the day as it sounds to me. I also feel like there needs to be like an additional speed level, because all you got is the one, like, you know, normal speed and that, and I feel like there should be a one above that, a step above. But it's not necessarily that big a deal. I just feel like it's not as good as it should be. I only want to lower it a little bit. Whatever. Alright, so these are the stores here. When I get to where I'm actually adding something, I will show you where you can see what they like. What the things that they require, or the things that they want. Some things they require, some things they want. So these guys are unhappy. Less satisfied with renting your space, they might leave, essentially. Consider moving out because the rent is too high. Whoa. No. Is there a way to change that to somewhere in between? Revenue so far today. Seriously? You make that much revenue? I call bullshit. You did not make a profit yesterday. It's fine. There's no way you actually made that much money. That's bullshit. We need an actual day, because we kind of took over like the middle of the day, so we can't really see what like is actually required here. So we need these guys to build up and expand our stuff, get this going forward here so that we have sufficient money to actually do things. I'm well aware that we are, yeah, see, total revenue and total expenses. We can ignore that because most of those expenses are building expenses, so they don't necessarily count. Somehow I'm making money, even though we definitely weren't like 2 seconds ago. I don't entirely understand, but sure, I guess. I don't know. That's gonna annoy me right there. There's a space in between. It's gonna definitely annoy me. So we have one of those. I do kind of want one of these, but we don't really have enough people to run it right now, I don't feel like. Like, we can build it. It costs nothing to build. To set where we're gonna build it, that is. But yeah. So you want just basic, like, small offices. I actually don't want to build them on this floor, though. I kind of want to put... I think I'm going to put, like, on the outskirts, I'm going to put... Oh, it's too big. It's way too big. way too big. I won't be able to optimize this the way that I would really like to optimize it. I don't think. Well, maybe. Maybe. 2, 3... Maybe. Still don't think I'm going to optimize the way I really prefer it to, but... No, I think we're going to be one short on being able to put 2 little offices on this floor with this guy. Which is most unfortunate, but oh well. We are also going to need more phone, which I should probably go ahead and just build right away. I would far prefer to build one of these bigger ones. And in fact, I think I'm going to. I'm just going to rip out this one. We're just going to bulldoze it. And I'm going to put... Oh, I have to wait for them to fucking come in and tear it out. Wait for you to go over there and tear it out before, come on, sometime this year. Sometime this year. There we go. Okay, yeah, you're all pissed because you have no... You don't have phone, which you need. It's fine. You're fine. You're fine. Your satisfaction is fine. You're still unhappy for some reason. I probably need to lower your rent a little bit. You're fine, and you're fine. Okay. So we're good now. It's too high. Probably need to lower that a hair. Okay, so you have to make everybody happy, obviously. We are clearly losing money. That shouldn't remain a problem. I hope. It could continue to be a problem, but I don't think it really will. So what do we need? We need insurance agents. Okay. So this is where you select what you put. So you put down the office spot, where you want to put an office. But then you can select what type of office you want. And if you come in here and look at them, you'll see what the specific offices want. So we will need 2 more insurance agents. So we need to put insurance offices here. So these are the types that they are. Obviously, we want the ones that are charging the most money. So we want this one. Now you look there on the left, how much rent they pay, how much it costs to build them, and then what they need will be listed first, and then it shows what they expect as well. Traditional like things that they want in the tower. So they want copy services. We already have copy services, and they need electricity, which means we have to run electricity to these locations, which is easy enough. And I believe all of these are probably going to have basically the same thing. Now, accounting offices are going to have different stuff. They still need electricity, but they also need courier services. Legal offices, same thing. Same deal. Creative offices need electrical and phone. And then again, courier and office supplies, which is why we have an office supply store, because at least one of these, I imagine, is going to be a creative office. Yeah, see, those graphic designers studios. Okay, so we're going to go and just go ahead and build 2 more of these because that's what they want. I guess it doesn't really matter. Bedrock, Inc., Global Insurance, or Eagle. Let's go with Bedrock because that just sounds funny. Now, again, we need electricity lines. So we're just going to run electricity all the way across these floors because we're going to need it. Pretty much everything needs electricity. Now, there is one thing that I'm doing that is not necessarily required. And that is I'm basically running it most of the way across. You don't necessarily have to do that. You can kind of get away without doing that. You only need the electricity to reach one tile of these buildings. So I don't necessarily have to run it all the way over here. But I'm doing it anyway because I feel like it, essentially. That's really the ultimate decider there. Now, I want to be able to put another office space. So yeah, we do in fact need the 2. And I probably am going to suffer the same kind of problem on this side, aren't I? Actually, we need to go out 3 more to make full use of the space that I've already put out. So, 2. Oops. How do I bulldoze? There we go. Get rid of you. I don't require you. That was a little too much. Okay. So that'll get that done. Obviously, we have more being built than we necessarily have actual space for, which is fine. Now, I might try to put some bigger offices here. I think I could put 2 on this floor. Feel up to it, more lucrative contracts may be available. So we need to go in here and we need to select another contract now. So we have the studio apartments, which we're going to start on this next floor, I believe. Industry diversification. They want medium offices. Or this one, which requires buzz. Now, I believe in order to get buzz, buzz of 100. Currently, we have 8. 25 visitors in your building at one time. So, popular retail stores, restaurants, and some offices. So we're getting a little bit of buzz from... I actually don't know specifically what's creating our buzz. We are going to need another storage room because we only have 1 space remaining. And we're going to put a restaurant in here. But I might hold off on that for just a second because I want to see what the residential stuff requires. Now, we're going to need a couple of floors for residential, I believe. I don't think 1 floor is going to actually do it. So we're going to have to go up a couple of floors. I'm going to end up expending a good deal of my money here, which is possibly not a good idea, but we do have the money to spare, for the moment at least. And then we have another thing that we need to do, which is we need to install the wiring closets on all of these floors going up. We also, I believe, are going to need oh, that's obnoxious. Oh, that hurts my soul. Oh, that hurts my soul. Damn it. Okay. Nope, 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 nope. Gotta remove those. We don't need 1-bedroom apartments, we need studio flats, but I'm gonna build 1-bedroom apartments here anyway because they fit better. Because that's just going to annoy the hell out of me. So we need a greater variety of small stores, and we need a greater variety of stores that sell food and groceries in order to put in 1-bedroom apartments. Which is obviously a potential problem, but we will contend with that when the time comes. So we can put in studio apartments. These require electricity and water. And they require trash bins. That's it, though. Deluxe requires those and gas. As well as hating noisy and smelly areas, which is no bueno for this floor because we're right next to noisy offices. There we go. That's the word that I seek to say. And then luxury studio apartments require greater amounts of food and groceries, cable TV as well, and recycling, as well as some additional services which we don't have right now. That's fine. It's fine. Okay, so the other thing that we're definitely going to have to do because of that is we're going to need to run the plumbing closets, which we don't even have, which is a problem. It's definitely a problem. Definitely a problem. We could go with this, which is 10 water connections. Cheaper. But in the long term, this one is much cheaper. But I think we're going to have to go with the smaller one for the time being, simply because we don't have room for the bigger ones. That's all there is to it. We just don't. We just don't. Okay, and then we need the plumbing closets, which we're going to have to run... Ooh. Guess we're going to have to run these on the outside of the building here, because I don't have room for them anywhere else. Which actually is going to put off my whole construction crap. How much will these do? Shit. It's gonna put off my measurements. Damn it. Oh well. It's fine. It's fine. Because we also have other things we have to put in here too, so it's okay. Because by the time we put in the other stuff, I probably wouldn't have had the things anyway. So, it's fine. And we also need, not that, trash. Collection room. We'll put this here. And then we will need trash bins. Boom, boom, and boom. And possibly recycling bins, because we're going to end up needing those sooner or later anyway. Oh, no, this is collection, not the other thing. Okay, so we need to build out the basements a little bit, because I forgot to do that. And that's going to have to be... Oh, we're going to have to wait. Damn it. Oh, what the hell's going on here? What the hell was all that? What the hell was all that, son? Alright, so... Yeah. Now we have to come in here. We have to run... We have run that already, so now we're going to have to run water across here. Oops. We have to run it all the way across and all the way across. Didn't need to run it quite all that way, but whatever. The game kind of just rolled with it. No, I'm just going to let it go. Just going to let it go do its thing, because screw it. It's whatever. Yeah, so you don't actually need, unless we go with the deluxe ones, we don't actually need anything other than electricity and water, so that's fine. It's fine. We can go with that for now. So we will build... I didn't say specifically what kind of restaurants they wanted, so we're going to put a diner in here. And I want the Lakeview Diner, I think. Yeah, we can go with that. Yes, yes. Okay, so we could put deluxe studio apartments, but we also need gas for those. So I think we're going to stick with regular studio apartments for the moment. Because we don't quite have the stuff for that. So we need 10 studio apartments. We should be able to get that fairly easily. We do need a larger construction office because we don't have enough construction stuff going on. Nowhere near enough. Nowhere even close to enough. We also will need some medium offices, and as they build out these things, I'm going to put another medium office. I'm going to put like a medium office here. Medium office over on this side. Put medium offices on both of those, I think. What do you need? You need a water hookup. Okay. It's fine. Oops. Yeah, that's right. Okay, what do you want? Might be in the high traffic area. Okay, so you should be fine. You should be fine. You shouldn't have to worry about that for the time being. Okay. So we're just kind of running forward here. What do you have? What is your problem? Electrical. What? I thought I ran electricity. Go bullshit. Oh, I ran into the floor below. Ah. That is unhelpful. Most unhelpful. I apologize. I did not realize I had not run electricity on these floors. My bad. There we go. You'll be fine now. So shut the hell up. Okay, so we are still losing money, but we will be able to hopefully solve that problem momentarily. We simply need more construction done to be able to do so. Because right now we have no room for things. No room at all. No room. Small apartment, small apartment. Basic apartment, basic apartment. If we come in here and build a gas setup as well, we can build some deluxe ones, which will be nice because those will give us more money than we otherwise would be able to acquire, and we will put that on this floor. I'm not going to put it on the lower floor there because there's no need for it there. Okay, so these guys are still doing their thing. We are making a fair amount of revenue, but we're losing money right now. That will not continue to be a thing, though, for much longer. We will very shortly be solving that particular issue. Just not quite yet. Not quite. Very soon. Very soon, that will not be a problem. Alright, so we will need... What do we need? We need retail stores. We need more prestige to build a medium store. So we will have to stick with this. And we need a... I think we needed... What do we need for... Restaurants that serve dinner. Stores that sell food and groceries. Okay, so we need food and beverage store, milk and basic groceries. Okay, so it's all the same. So we want 4-7 shop. Why not? So we will need another storage space, as you can see, because this storage space is now completely full. That won't be a problem for too long. What do we got here? We've got insurance and CPA. Yeah, so they just got shit scattered all over the place, which not a huge fan of, but whatever. Okay, pay for that. Okay, what pays the most? You pay the most. Okay, so you need phone, which I'm pretty sure you don't have. Very close, though. Very close, though. There we go. We have no creative offices, so the next most expensive was this guy. You need phone as well, so we need to put phone for you. Just trying to streamline and do, like, the absolute best things for us right this second, because we are very low on money, and we definitely, clearly need more money production before we can do much of anything else. So that annoys me right there. There's insufficient space. So right now. No bueno at all. So I put 1-bedroom apartments here. I guess I will. The fuck not. Then you're a basic studio. This should put us... We don't have quite enough money. Oh no, we do have quite enough money, but now we have no money. Now we are completely out of money. Obviously, we're not going to succeed immediately at our studio apartment thing, which is not great, but this one will complete eventually. We've got a while before that'll actually fully get to where I want it to be, but that's fine. Also, let's see. We're trying to see where we go. Decorative elements. Here we go. Spruce up the lobby, finish out the lobby a little bit so it doesn't all look terrible. I may go through at some point and fix up the lobby a little bit more so that it looks even better than it presently does. Because obviously right this second it's not super great. But for the time being, we're not gonna try to make it be like super amazing right now. Just not trying. Just gonna go with it. This is a cubist water feature. It's kind of cool. These are pre-order bonus items, by the way. So if you don't have these, it's because you didn't pre-order the game. They may or may not make them available eventually to... they actually use the word swanky. That's funny. totally think they stole that from Avak, because he's the only person I've ever heard say fucking swanky like he does. Because that's just silly. Oh, that is amazing. Oh, that is so good. I'm just gonna go with that all the way across. Because that is just great. Oh yes. I am a fan. I am definitely a fan. Oh yeah. Cool. Okay. So, anyway. Back to what we were doing. We need to... Small office. We wanted medium offices over on this side, even though it's not going to be quite... It's going to be a little not quite enough, or a little too much space for what we need there, but... oh well. Not a huge fan, but it's fine. Alright, so build cost is within acceptable limits. Okay. Do you have electricity? Yes. Yes, you do. Good. Good. Very good. So we can't have a medical office because we need a drugstore. It's fine. We would need more money. Okay. So that's fine. You can't build you because you need some other shit. You want medium restaurants and cafes, okay? You want medium restaurants and places that serve dinner, okay? Okay, so we can solve that. Obviously not immediately, but in the grand scheme of things, we should be able to solve that. So we build you. Build another one of you. Build a small restaurant. On the other side of that. Just trying to lay out our guide work here for where we're going to put some stuff, because obviously we don't presently have enough money to do anything else right now. So we need a little bit more population to get more prestige. And then we actually need 5 prestige to do medium stores. So we're kind of stuck right now with what we've got. Well, those require very small things. Insufficient space for anything else other than a small restaurant then. So actually, let's remove this small restaurant. I don't want to waste the space with it there if I can't even put anything else. So you've got breakfast and lunch. I know we need another cafe. Coffee and breakfast. So what do we have right now? Right now we have coffee and breakfast, lunch, food, beer and liquor, breakfast and lunch, other stuff. Okay, so coffee and breakfast, lunch. So we need one that will do breakfast. Okay, so I feel like that one's a good one, because it's pays a lot of money, primarily. Really. And then maybe you? I don't know. We definitely need a place that will do dinner. Because we have nothing that serves dinner right now. Okay, so it looks like the pizza places are the only ones that serve... Oh no, okay, some of these guys do lunch and dinner. Okay. Well, electrical and water. Alright, so you have electricity. You do not have water, so we're going to have to run water over to you. And then we'll have to run water to you probably too, because... Oh, don't have quite enough money. Crap. Crap. Alright, so I might actually take a loan here. I'm a little... kind of don't want to, but I think we need to, because we need some money. We need some money to be able to continue to do the things that we need to do here. In any sort of reasonable time frame, at least. I want to hold off on that for just the moment. Because I feel like I would rather put... Okay, so you are definitely too big for a small store. So I definitely want to put stores on this side, I think. Can I put 2 stores here? Crap, no I can't. Okay, what about a restaurant? No. Oh, that's no good. That's no good at all. Oh well. Can't do a whole lot with it right now. It's fine. Is fine. So we need another storage bay, which we don't presently have room for, so that's okay for the time being. Can't do anything else with that right now because of that lack of room, so it's fine. He's fine. This is so fucking close. Oh, maybe if I remove these, if I just move them somewhere else, I think that might be better served, if we just move them somewhere else. If we put them, instead of putting them there, we put them on the other side, because we're running out of space on this side anyway. Oops. No. Trash bins. There we go. Yeah, that'll work better, because then I can fit another shop there. Alright, so we completed that one. So now that will let us get another contract. Good bones. Existing base for a tall tower and get more restaurants and retail moved in. Okay. That gives us medium offices. Okay, let's hold off on those for just right now, because I want to get the studio apartments in. Ooh. I don't know what the hell I just did. Whoa. What's going on? What is occurring? Uh-oh. What have I done? What have I done? Something has been screwed up. Something has been screwed up. I can no longer click. Uh-oh. What have I done? Okay, apparently I just auto-saved. Okay. I don't know. I think that's going to have to be the end of the episode, though, because now I can no longer click for some reason. So, I will see you folks in the next episode. Take it easy. Have a good day. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Please do like and subscribe, particularly since this is the first episode of a new game, a new series, whatever you want to call it. So thank you, and take it easy. Bye-bye, folks.